Hey, what's up, YouTube? I'm back to give you guys, the general population, another video. Alright, in this video, I want to talk to you guys about Avengers Infinity War. And for all those who have not seen Avengers Infinity War, I need you to go watch that movie. It's 2 hours and like 30 minutes long, something like that. But I need you guys to go watch that movie, come back, listen to my review of the movie. This will be a spoilers review, so anybody who don't want spoilers, don't watch this video. Now I'm going to get into some sections that I think that I like the most. I'm going to tell you why I liked the character in the movie and why I disliked the character in the movie. That's how I'm going to try to break down. And I'm going to try to break down every aspects of characters that I like and didn't like. And I'm going to try to break down certain story parts that I probably liked and didn't like. So I will get into my first thing is the Hulk. Now the thing about the Hulk is what I liked was that he was in the movie, but dislike, it was a lot to dislike about the Hulk because one, he was only in the movie for like 2 minutes long, literally 2 minutes, got his butt whipped, and then for the rest of the movie you don't see him. Bruce Banner uses the Hulk Buster Iron Man suit for a majority of the movie, and every time he tried to get Hulk out, Hulk would say no. The thing is, they never really explained why the Hulk didn't come out. What they should have done, that I believe the Russo brothers and others should have done in Marvel, they should have had Thanos use the mind control, the mind stone, to prevent Banner from becoming Hulk. That to me would have made more sense than the Hulk just not showing up for no reason, and there was no explanation for it. Didn't make any sense. Absolutely did not like that about the Hulk. Thor. What I liked about Thor was that he had a little prominent role where he opened up I think it was like the Death Star, and it shot him, and he was trying to get the Stormbreaker. He was trying to redo Stormbreaker because for all those who haven't seen Thor Ragnarok, his original hammer, Mjolnir, was destroyed in Ragnarok. That's the thing that I do know about that. I like that he had a good relationship with Rocket Raccoon and Groot, even though he kept calling Rocket Raccoon Rabbit. Actually, a fun fact for all those who don't know, he actually does that in the comic book, and in the cartoons he always called Rocket Raccoon Rabbit. I don't even think he knows the difference between a raccoon and a rabbit. But I like that part about it. Now the dislike was that eye patch, and I know he lost his eye in Ragnarok, but it kind of didn't. It's like he's a god, he couldn't heal his own eye or something. But I have to remember that the Thor in Marvel is not the same in Thor mythology, because if it was the Thor mythology, he would be more ferocious than he is in Marvel. Not only that, his hair would be red instead of blonde. So I have to remember that. But Thor, the likes and dislike of Thor will be short because I really didn't. Thor didn't matter to me that much. But I'm going to get into this one because this bothered me the most. Scarlet Witch and Vision. This relationship bothered me. And the reason why it bothered me was because Vision is an android. For all those who don't know the difference between an android and a cyborg, an android is essentially a robot. A cyborg is a human that may have got machine parts put inside them or something like that. But he's an android that obviously continuously evolve. But the fact that they had Scarlet Witch in love with the android, even they have that stuff in the comic book. And for all those who don't know, Scarlet Witch and Vision actually have a child. 2 kids to be precise. And what Wanda did was she used her reality warping powers, took the souls of 2 dead children, put them in some kids and made them her baby. It was something like that. It was really stupid, and it was like, this is the dumbest idea Marvel came up with. And for all those who love this relationship, need to understand that's essentially like saying you fall in love with your car, or you fall in love with a sex doll or a sex machine. You know what I mean? Like, that don't make sense. Like, if you brought home a little doll or a big gigantic toy and you brought them at home and said, I'm marrying this person, your family look at you crazy. They're like, what's wrong with this person? So I just think Marvel could have done better with that relationship. That's a terrible relationship. Okay, Gamora. I like the fact that Gamora, she was the cause of how he got the Soul Stone, and she's also was considered the daughter of Thanos, because Thanos saved her from her home planet when he invaded it. And I like the fact that she didn't really like him when she was a kid. I should say that she was okay with him, but she always had hated him, and she told him that when he was a kid. And I'm like, yeah, that's pretty cool. What I didn't like is Star-Lord. My God, Star-Lord was, to me, terrible in this movie. And the fact that she begged him to kill her and he hesitated, but I understand why. I mean, that's the woman you love, so of course naturally you're going to hesitate on killing someone you love, but still it has to be done. And also another thing about Star-Lord I didn't like was that they almost got the gauntlet off of him, and this dude just gonna hit him. Like, why? He was in a trance. Mantis had him in a trance. Iron Man, Spider-Man was taking it off his arm, was almost done, and Tony was begging, like, please focus, we almost got it off. He gonna hit him, knock him out his trance. Like, come on, dog, you didn't messed up everybody. All you had to do was wait a couple more seconds and they would have had it off. That's exactly why I just didn't like Star-Lord. And personally, I just don't like any of the Guardians of the Galaxy like that. So they're just going to be in the dislike category. And I'm not really going to go into in-depth information on them because I really don't care about the Guardians of the Galaxy. Now I'm going to get into Spider-Man. Spider-Man, I'm not a big Spider-Man fan per se. I like Spider-Man. He cool. But in this movie, he was pretty cool. He was funny. I liked his spider senses that they actually showed that when the spider senses went off, the hair on his body stand. I actually like that because they should do that more often. But I think most of the time when his spider senses go off, he gets headaches when his spider senses go off. So that was something a little different. And I think that was cool. I also like his suit. The Iron Spider suit, even though it didn't look specifically like the Iron Spider, I think it was based off of the other suit that I can't remember. It's like, oh God, man, I'm drawing a blank right now. But man, it was part of the story arc Spider-Man One More Time. Is either part of that story arc or when Dr. Octavius took his mind. But that suit was pretty cool. I love that suit. And the simple fact of how he was operating it, yeah, Spider-Man was pretty cool. But I gotta talk about this guy because he was like my second favorite in this movie, and I actually liked it. Tony Stark, my guy. Tony Stark was amazing in this movie. And for all those who are Iron Man fans, I will actually say they did him some form of justice in this movie. Like, the suit that he had was great. The Exodus suit, or I'm assuming it's the Exodus suit, it was amazing. I don't understand how, if you are a person without powers, you should use technology like that. He is like the go-to person. He is the standard for technology at this point because that suit was freaking cool, man. I love that suit. I liked some of his banter. The choices he made were pretty okay. I mean, the one thing I didn't like was that he should have went back to Earth to help them instead of going to Titan to fight Thanos. By him and his team going to fight Thanos on Titan, but it made sense because he figured why wait till Thanos come to us when we could take the fight to him, and that fight was amazing. Another person I actually liked, and it surprised me and made me want to go pick up his book. That's surprising. Is Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange in this movie was pretty cool. I mean, it's not really much for me to say about Doctor Strange because I didn't really see his movie, so I can't really take apart his biggest role. The only thing I do know is he had the time stone. He was one of the protectors of the time stone. But that little mage thing he did with all the different Doctor Stranges, where he made more than one, the after image technique, I should just call it that. That was pretty cool. I also, now I'm gonna get into the dislike. Cap. I'm sorry, Cap fans. I wasn't really feeling like Cap. Wasn't really feeling Falcon like that. Wasn't even feeling Black Widow. And I mean, they were okay. Not really. No, they was not okay. I thought they were terrible in this movie. Honestly, maybe because their roles was a little diminished, but I didn't really care for them too much in the movie. Black Panther. I actually liked the Panther in the movie. Thought he should have a bigger role than he did, but all in all, he did all right. And his Dora Milaje, they did all right. Now that fight scene between Scarlet Witch, Black Widow, and I think her name is, I forgot her name. I think it's Okoye. If I'm pronouncing it right, I think it's Okoye. And they fought. I forgot her name. What is her name? The female daughter of Thanos. I can't think of it right now. Yeah, that was pretty cool fight. I love that fight. That was a nice choreographed fight. The children of Thanos, as they call the Black Order, which is their names, they were pretty decent. I mean, they got their butt whipped, but they were decent. I mean, Corvus Glaive, I think he was like the best one. Black Dwarf and Supergiant were okay, but the female, and I think it was Midnight. Proxima Midnight is her name. I just remembered. Proxima Midnight. Like I said, Proxima Midnight fight with Black Widow, Scarlet Witch, and Okoye was pretty cool. Black Dwarf, his fight with Cap. I think it was Cap or the White Wolf. Man, I'm drawing a blank. But that was cool. I thought that fight was cool. He also fought Vision, smacked around Vision. But I want to talk about the big dog in this movie, Thanos. Thanos was amazing in this movie. I have to say, I'm very surprised that they made him pretty cool. I'm actually surprised they were able to fit all these characters in and give them some prominent role. So I really was surprised about that because I didn't think they could pull it off. You have like 6 or 7 different movies in one movie, but they actually pulled it off. And Thanos, the way they utilized Thanos was amazing. The thing that they should have added was death, because Thanos was in love with death. And for all those who don't know much about Infinity War, should know that partially why he was looking for the gems in the first place was to appease Death. Death wanted more people to kill. Death uses Thanos to kill people, and she used it for her own sick game. And Thanos, since he's in love with her, most of the time bend over backwards for her. So I thought that maybe they should have utilized death in this movie. But Thanos, this movie is technically Thanos wins. It's almost like a Thanos comic book. And I wonder what they're going to do with part 2, because in this movie, a lot of characters die, so I can't see them making a Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man Homecoming 2, or a Black Panther 2. I can't see it. Or Guardians of the Galaxy 3, because half of them are dead, so how can you make a movie? Unless Black Panther 2 is going to be about Dora Milaje, but most people probably ain't going to like that. So I want to figure out, how are you going to do this? I mean, Doctor Strange 2 can't even be made because he died. So yeah, Doctor Strange. You had Star-Lord, Drax, Groot, Spider-Man, Black Panther, all dead. Oh, White Wolf, he died too. For all those who don't know, White Wolf is Bucky Barnes. Bucky Barnes is considered the White Wolf, and he died in this movie. So you got 7 people that died, 7 prominent figures in this movie that died in it. So again, I want to see how they're going to do part 2. But we do know Captain Marvel, who original name is Miss Marvel. For all those who don't know, Carol Danvers' original superhero name is Miss Marvel, and then they changed it to Captain Marvel. If to prevent confusion, I think they call DC calls Captain Marvel Shazam now, because sometimes that can get confusing. Now, a fun fact: some people at my job was arguing about the difference between Captain Marvel and Shazam, even though neither one of them was right and neither one of them was wrong. It was like really funny. But I'm going to now cut this video. I give this movie a A-. I think it was great. I think people should go see this movie. It is a pop culture movie. If you're looking for like a story movie, it's not for you. It's just more of an action pop culture type movie. It is amazing. And if you like my review, give a like. Post your comments down below, and I'll catch you all later. Peace.